in Sacramento at the WIFTDA Division I tournament. We ran into a couple people that had head injuries here. One in particular was an official from Bay Area, and she had a serious injury. She was wearing a non-certified helmet, and she told us her story. And it's an unfortunate thing that happened, but it's good that we can tell her story and possibly prevent this from happening to other people. So this is her story.
My name is Honey Badger. I'm a referee with the Bay Area Derby Girls. I have been in Derby for about 4 years now, and unfortunately I got injured at Golden Bowl June 15th. I was the OPR for the Windy City Angel bout, and one of the girls swept my feet out from underneath me and I fell back pretty hard. Well, unfortunately, the helmet that I got, I was not really trained or told what was good and what wasn't. I started in a league in Colorado where there wasn't really very much, what's the word I'm looking for? There weren't very many places to get any gear, and I was told that this is the helmet that I should get. Wasn't really told anything about certification, anything like that. So I just got what looked good and what most of the other people were wearing. And it was affordable. And I wasn't really aware of how severe it could get. Well, it was June 15th. It was the first game of the day. It was my first time doing a D1 tournament, and I was super excited. I was part of the first all-female referee crew in WFTDA history, which was pretty awesome. So it was like kind of a double whammy. One of the jammers came out. It was the first jam of the day, and she was hit to the outside, and I was in the middle of calling a back block. She swept her feet out from, and it swept my feet out from underneath me. I fell back, hit my butt, and then hit my head pretty hard. I didn't black out, thank God, but I was so nervous about making the call that I needed to make and worried that I was going to be taken out of the game that I got right back up, finished my call, and immediately touched the back of my helmet and the back of my lower back. And as soon as the jam was over, about 5 seconds later, I leaned over at the waist and touched my hands to my knees. But I still stayed in the game for the rest of the day. Finished that game, and then I was in the game, the next game after that. Got checked by the EMTs and by a nurse, and everything was, I was told that I was okay, but I was trying pretty hard to make sure that I can pass the test, because I didn't want to be taken out. Next day I got concussion symptoms. I started feeling sick, my arms started feeling weak. My whole body hurt, my jaw hurt. I was getting vertigo really badly, and first day I've ever gone home from work. Went home from work, called my friend who's a nurse, and she said, you need to go to the ER. Got checked the next day, and I was told that I had a minor concussion. About a week later, I was still having really bad pain in the back of my head, and my mom's like, you need to go back to the doctor. I get kind of emotional. And the doctor examined my head and said that he felt like there was an indentation, and I agreed, and it hurt to touch. And hey guys. And he said I needed a CT scan. Well, I don't really make a lot of money, so that's kind of expensive. And Mom said she'd pay for it, so we got that taken care of. Sure enough, I had a fracture in my skull. Unfortunately, off skates for 6 months. Can't skate until next season. It was kind of like the highlight of my career and the low of my career all at the same time. I got to do my goal. I achieved my goal for the season of skating and officiating Golden Bowl, and I lost it all at the same time. All because I didn't know anything about helmets. And I get mad at a lot of the girls at practice because they don't have their helmet, or I see the helmet that I had on some of the other girls, and I just want to rip it off their head and get them something different. And I'm like, please sit down if you don't have your helmet on. I get mad at them. I kind of turn into a butthead sometimes about it, but it's only because I care. And my head hurts right now, and I have problems with remembering. I forget where I park my car all the time. Forget where I lose my keys. I used to be an event coordinator, and I'm really good at multitasking. Can't really do that so much anymore. I get overwhelmed a lot. Obviously, I'm emotional a lot. I wasn't usually like this. Try and keep myself in check. Post-concussion syndrome is very real. And it's not any fun, and I wish this pain on nobody. And especially my derby community. My derby family, I love them, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. After my injury, I got a lot of emails from people saying this, you should research this, please research this. And it was just so easy. I didn't realize it was so easy to just look it up. I mean, you have all of your gear, and your gear costs so much money, and you don't really want to spend any more money on gear, but you need to realize that if you're going to spend the money, you might as well get something that's going to actually do the right job. Do the job that it's supposed to do. Do something, because derby is not safe. And I mean, I'm a referee. I mean, I'm not in there as much as the girls are. So, I mean, if I can get hurt this bad, then these girls really need to make sure that they're safe. I didn't know about certification of helmets until after the injury, when everybody was sending me stuff because they were worried about me, and said, people went to RollerCon and they did research on S1s for me and sent me long emails and what they found out, which was really, really sweet. People started a GoFundMe for me to help me pay for my medical bills and buy me a new helmet, which is really awesome. I would really like to get a sparkly one, but I don't think I can. You only get one head, you know? I mean, it's different between, like, if you get a broken wrist or a broken finger or a hurt ankle. Your head is who you are. Your head is your personality. It's everything. You don't realize how important and how severe and you don't realize how important everything is that's up here, and until it's scrambled, until it's bruised. Just really make sure that you're educated and you have something that's safe. We're doing something that's not safe, and we're told that we're badasses, so protect your badass.